bouger. C'est chic. Danse.
Well, after a fabulous lunch put on by Tim Hayes and the tournament organising committee here at the Newcastle Gold Cup for 2024, we have the next game of the day coming up. It's the host team, the Newcastle U-Beam. Stewie Sinclair there on camera. They are the Division 2 outfit. The Opens Division 2 outfit for Newcastle. And they will be playing Equinox from down south. By south, I mean Sydney way. So, an interesting game. Equinox quite short on numbers. Only 14 on the roster, and that's including Matilda Wu, who shifted across from the Manly women's team. Was a little bit late in registering, and one of the legs, you see the two female matching players that will be competing today. Britt McCarthy, of course, for U-Beam. Matilda Wu, coming across to get some minutes in the legs. And Josh Bolton to pull for U-Beam to get us underway. Good pull that lands in the end zone. Lai. And U-Beam bring his own to begin. Angenor. And back to Varun Angenor again. Lai. An old school zone for the U-Beam. Oh, and there's a block for Josh Bolton. Playing the lane well. Oh, McRail and Bolton. Different pages. Different chapters. Zoo. Lie, rather. That disc just popping up. Wazer. Angenor. Around Walker, Lie. Through hands, you. And now Chen with the flip to score. Once they break the zone, they're off to the races. Equinox. They convert their 0 point. Bolton just ruining what could have been. McRailed. Bolton wanting to get the disc going quickly after the turn. Come back to the broken field situation. Nate Hess come forward off this near side wing, and I think that's really what opened things up for Equinox. See Hess there, sporting the pink visor. All right, first point in the books. Woo, as we were talking about in the pre-game, they're on the field. Number 2 from the left. And now Ubeam to play offense. Forehand pull by Raiden Cheng. There's Chris Lavis. Sinclair. Tompkins got up the line. Tompkins breaking through to Williams. And Williams just past the hand of the defense. And now the reset. Back to Frendo. Sinclair. Lavis. Player who's familiar with these kinds of situations. He's been playing against zones for such a very long time. Frendo. Just a little bit of trouble with the grip. One of the newer players on this Ubeam team. Smith comes back to provide the outlet. Williams, a breaking throw that gets meters for Ubeam. Sinclair. Just faking, looking for Michael Smith, then using the width. Back to Tonkin. Oh, a bid. Williams. No, Cheng's going to mack it away. Raiden Cheng gets the block. Oh, and now this will be interesting. A foot race. Going around the long way is Liu, who gets all the way there. Calvin Lau, rather, throws the goal, and Equinox go up a break. Faster out of the blocks than the home team, Ubeam. Martin Zhu. Chris John, rather. Several players wearing the same numbers out there. Great block on the end zone line there, Raiden Cheng. And Lau just gets there. A great start for Equinox. Talking about it in a previous game today that the top-ranked team out of each pool will have the opportunity to play against a Div 1 team. So taking top spot is important. Winning all the games would be the mark. Lie to pull. Bolton receives chest height. And Bolton immediately trying to get something going. The zone is on though, and so Bolton is stuck a little bit. He goes with a hammer to Stanek. What a throw by Josh Bolton. Some competent throwing. Hess. Bolton just dragging that inside point of Angenor. Olsen finds Humphreys. Young player out of Newcastle Uni. Olsen. Now Humphreys out in space. Hess gets all the way in the cup, and then a fast one to Di Pietro. Di Pietro gets it away, and Humphreys catching after it goes all the way around his hands. Hess. This Equinox zone creating issues for Ubeam. Josh Bolton potentially sensing that this is an issue at the moment. He's pointing. He's winding up that hammer again. He's just going to go to it. And he has Kerr at the back of the end zone. Well, he called his shot, did Josh Bolton. Everyone knew about it. And Equinox still couldn't stop it. High stall situation. And Chris Kerr, the beneficiary, pointing twice. Another one. And then no one came to it. Perhaps Lucas Liu not thinking that Bolton had that throw. Bolton definitely had that throw. Big hammer across the field. It's a little bit streaky for Eubanks first, but results-based ultimate. It's on the board, so Chris Lavis, disc in hand. Crowd developing. As it probably will over the course of the weekend. Lavis to Paul. Angenor. Oh, and there's a very, very flat throw looking for Raiden Cheng, who has plenty left in the tank to track that down. Big thumbs up. Ray Chen to Raiden Cheng. Not really much of a step there. Disc just took off. Mostly arm. Very little hip behind that. So, interesting. Humphreys. Now Bolton. Here's Stanek to Bolton. I think this is what Bolton needs to do with his young team. Humphreys out to McCarthy. DiPietro finds Humphreys, who'd gone up the line, and now Humphreys is going to test the deep defense. Bandro, Olsen, ran at the best. For a moment there, I thought he'd not done enough, but turns out he didn't need to do much at all, as Nathaniel Tan had gone all the way around that. A little bit floaty by Humphreys. You can see him out in space. Young man from the University of Newcastle Ultimate Frisbee team. So you've been bringing it back to 3-2. Been overcast most of the day today. There might be some rain in the air. I wonder if I was just feeling some dots of rain. Another solid pull by Lavis. Lai back to Engineer. Walker goes back to Lai. Tonkin just getting a piece of that. He's waving away. Wazer will get this back. Engineer. Oh, he goes for the long throw, and he's going to drop it in the bucket over the shoulder. Ray Chen, provider turned receiver. Of course, through that wonderful throw to Raiden Cheng. Moments before now, he's flipped the script. That's Engineer. Nice move in and away. And then seeing the receiver have just a step, drops it in the bucket. So 4-2. 4-2 to Equinox. Humphreys settles underneath it. Here's McCarthy finding Olsen. McCarthy goes. See McCarthy out there. Just seems like she's playing 10% faster than anyone else. Of course, just been named on the Firetails team. Oh, that's Olsen trying to go back from whence it came, and it gets blocked. And throw off the mark, so U-Beam get it back. Stanek is in a bit of space. The zone is set though, and now U-Beam will need to go back to figuring this out. A nice throw to Kerr. Resets the disc pretty wisely, just looking to keep it going and keep it moving. Humphreys very wide at the moment. Not a lot of help in close. And again under pressure, Bolton wears it. Bolton I think just calling a foul just to catch his breath more than anything. It looks like he got a fair old shot to the ribs there. Humphreys. Some good experience for the young Humphreys. Bolton is going to uncork another massive hammer. Olsen under pressure this time. It doesn't come to fruition. That one just hanging a little bit longer. It gave Bancho Olsen too much time to think about it, and the pressure arriving on defense. Chang. Right in front of Yang. Now Lau. Across they go. Wu. Wu looking for the end zone. He's going to unleash one that Lau lays out for. And is well deep. So Bolton going to take his time to walk this up. Some of the crosstown compatriots of Equinox watching on. Rogue, another hotly favoured team. Potential contenders. Have won the title twice before. And Bolton is gesturing back to Stanek. Stanek, very, very tall man. Some 6'6", I think, in the old. Over 2 metres tall. So for Bolton to gesture him back, maybe indicating that Bolton wants to test Raiden Cheng, the deep in this Equinox zone. It's been almost exclusively zone so far. And another turn and another quick reach for the end zone. Equinox take full advantage, 5-2. Just creeping off the edge. Just knowing that U-Beam wanting to run through the hands of Josh Bolton. Frustrations. Look clean, and Bolton just not realising the quick turnaround. Suddenly, they're in the end zone. So, Varun Engineer to Paul. Equinox well and truly up in this one, 5-2. Williams taking a little bit of a stumble. Now Lavis. There is a poach, and Frendo is all kinds of free deep. He's gotten all the way nearly in the end zone. His feet were on the outside though, so he will need to throw at least one more pass. If not two. Oh, they're crowding him. Williams. U-Beam. For the first time, they have to work against a match set, and enough pressure. Lavis drops. Liu, the one who did enough to affect the pass. Well, Liu actually getting a piece of it by the looks on the way through. Wazer goes out. And now Angenor. They go fast to Equinox. Trying to break something, and Smith just being in the way. No ill intent, I think. It's just Smith ending up in front of Angenor. Slightly rolled ankle. Raiden Cheng will come on to replace him. The disc is tapped in. And Cheng will pick up. So, it's been exclusively zoned the other way as well. And now Equinox will have a chance to work out of match. Wazer. Liu going back across the middle to space. Now Walker deep in the red zone for Equinox. The looping forehand, placing them right on the doorstep. Raiden Cheng, the flip for the score. Equinox in command of this game at the moment. U-Beam just losing out at critical moments at the moment. At the moment, Chang just unmarked. Sinclair trying to get over to him, and Williams not watching. Receiver has the step before Williams realises that he's gone. Apparently I had the score wrong. It's now 5-2. So Raiden Cheng to full. Humphreys. Good confidence by the young man there. Just catching it, getting it in play. Here's Bolton. Stanek. Oh, trying to break on the forehand. It gets rejected. And now Equinox. Oh, to test it. Oh, to test it in a big way. Wu Jin Yang gets after it. Oh, he had it too. For a moment, he had it. Yeah, he had it for a moment, and he knew it too. Not a particularly tall man, Wu Jin Yang, but that was about one of the biggest layouts I've ever seen. Oh, Hess has dropped that cold, and Equinox now, they go fast. Cheng going back the other way. Matilda Wu for the score. Equinox go out 6-2 now. Imagine that the leadership of U-Beam have got to be thinking about a timeout here shortly. The momentum resting firmly with Equinox. This turnover is at really critical moments. And then you see Wu just holding her cut, just letting things clarify, and then providing the movement. Nate Hess, disappointed. Well, 25 minutes gone. We're playing at a pretty rapid clip. Plenty of zone, but not so many turnovers. Sinclair. And now Lavis. Here's Smith. Tompkin just in a little bit of space. Very well, it's an interesting zone. It's a 3-2-3. 3-2-3. Or a 2-3-2 rather. U-Beam go too fast. Liu can't get it. So it goes out to Wazer. And there's a big throw that's going to sit. Lai aiming for the back cone. And Chen nearly gets it done. Eric Lai has uncorked it. And nearly all Ray Chen needed to do there was put your foot on the inside of the cone and then fall over, see if you can catch it. He's nearly done it. Two teams just discussing where it should come back in from. I believe it should come in from that front cone there, because the receiver's in if his feet's in. So because he touched it, I mean, you could get specific and say, well, his foot was on the line, so maybe he was out. Well, Seems that UBeam are just going to play it from where it is. Probably the simpler decision. Oh no, Michael Smith has misread it, and Equinox will go fast. And that's halftime. 7-2. Equinox just rolling at the moment. UBeam struggling for answers. Sinclair just going to Michael Smith. Smith just getting caught underneath the disc. And then no mercy by Ray Chen. Just instantly going for the punish. Michael Smith, poor bugger, he's lost his glasses, lost his hat, he's lying on the floor trying to get his breath back, and Equinox were busy scoring. So we'll go to halftime. We'll have a bit of a break and a drink of water, just like the players, and we'll be back after this ad break.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund
our work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Well, you're kind of like giving me we get our time out back How about we give you a take a time out? We both. 8-2. We'll take that as high.
The scoring will... And so, the second half commences with Equinox on defense. Hess will let that fall. And now Bolton. Olsen. Back to Bolton. Bolton breaking the cup. Nice throw by Hess, and then the throw under pressure back to Bolton. Equinox about to start second half the way they finished the first. Lau. Cheng. Now here's Tan. Oh, Tan just throwing it straight to Banjo Olsen. Humphreys. Di Pietro. Humphreys. U-beam. Create a little bit of space, get around the edge of the cup and find Stanek. Bolton. Goes the blade looking for Bolton. Olsen. Hess. Back to Olsen. Better by U-beam. Finding some space. Finding some movement in the zone. Bolton getting up the line. The pass out in front. Wu gets herself a block. Lau. Now Raiden Cheng. Matilda Wu coming all the way across the field, and then Wu is just going to put it out in front, and then we'll track it down. Does Martin Zhu. And there's Nathaniel Tan. Well, Matilda Wu, knowing that she's playing on a open team, knows she can throw it as hard and as far and just make the receiver go get it. You see, she just puts everything she's got behind this. Go get it, Martin Zhu. He had to as well. Like, he had to go in the end. Like, it's lucky he's speedy because Wu has given that a roost. Equinox. Really good performance by them. It's been an excellent game of Frisbee by this Sydney-based team. I don't think they would realise that they're on the live stream. That's it. It's on the internet. It's out there forever. Another 0 point for U-beam. Tompkin gets it underway. And here's Lavis. Frendo takes a couple of bites at it and then catches it against his knee. Lavis, face marked. Finds enough separation to get the reset. Williams coming all the way around. Oh, and then the pass under pressure. Wazer just getting in front. Equinox get a turn. So Eric Lai walking to the disc. Wazer has been cutting and running like a maniac. Liu Angenor goes back across the grain. He's trying to hang it in there. Floats though, the wind coming from that direction. Just catches that edge, holds it up. U-beam are going to attempt the horizontal. Spacing across the field rather than up and down. A little bit difficult to generate continuation and quick disc movement. Oh, that's Sinclair having to do a lot to get that one. Lavis just blazing it past him. Angelo's going to get another look at it. Oh, inside. Just missing the cut of Lai. Sinclair. Out in space to Lavis. Some old-fashioned Newcastle ultimate, that one. Break and swing to the open space. Now around the edge. Ooh, awkward by Williams. Lai just gets tapped in, and he will try it. He goes a big backhand, looking for Wazer, who's going to work against Williams, who goes up early. Williams does enough. Lavis. Sinclair. A lot of space across the field. Frendo. Oh, and nearly Walker. Williams. Williams. He's going to look to the end zone. Very, very flat and hard. Equinox just get it going. They get the disc in play so that they can try and attack while U-Beam are not expecting it. Lai out in front to Chen, and Chen's backhand super flat. Ray Chen. I have no idea what a chainsaw is, but that is the play call for U-Beam. Tompkin now in all alone. Williams has Lavis. Lavis has got some separation, and now Lavis is going to look with that forehand for Frendo. Frendo is going to track it down. He's dropped it on the way out. As he hit the ground, he's dropped it. And Lavis, who hit him, laces out. Oh, they're going to give it to him. It looked like a ground strip, and I don't think that should stand. Well, Equinox are going to give it to him. Maybe. Well, if in contact with the ground, you lose control of it. That's a ground strip, mate. That's not a goal. I'm sorry. The rules of the game are. You need to be. You need to maintain possession through your contact with the ground. If you lose it as you're hitting the ground, sorry, ground strip, and that's a turnover. It was a great catch, admittedly, by the young Frendo. An excellent catch. He had to do a lot there. And it looks like it'll be a turnover. So Equinox will bring this in, but we come back to the catch. You can see that as he goes to the ground, he loses possession. So, Jen, back to the lie. Now Walker. Walker goes to high release and gets the power position for a moment. Catch down low by you. And now lie. Walker. Equinox. Finding some success. Oh, into no kind of space. Angenor, the score for 10. 10-2. Throw by Walker. Fits that in against 2. Uh, 45 minutes gone. 10-2. Equinox. A comprehensive performance by them. Barbecue. It's been switched off for the day. So, barbecue lunch for the players and the staff. So McCarthy to Bolton. And Humphreys has found a bit of space on the field. Does have a moment to look, but the zone of Equinox is mostly in the way, so Bolton decides just to send it, looking for Banjo Olsen, who, well, it's Nathaniel Tan who takes position and then makes the play. Olsen had a lot to do there. Tan always in good position. Just playing that all the way. So Yang immediately gets it off the line to Lau and Raiden Cheng. Cheng, oh, he sees Lau going and he's just going to put it on him. And now Equinox, the easy flip for the score, 11-2. McRail doing what he could defensively there. Lau. That's a hard cut to cover. You see him in the foreground there. First, an up-the-line dump cut that then turns into a deep cut. And then Cheng somehow throws an outside in. So, Equinox continue their run. U-beam struggling with this one. Angenor, disc in hand. So anticipate this game to be over fairly soon and continue the way they've gone. That having been said, U-beam due for another score. Another zone for Equinox and U-beam, who have struggled to pick it apart. So probably fair enough to stick with it. And defense generally, they say, don't fix what ain't broken. Copus gets the reset to Sinclair. Lavis. Tompkin. Now U-Beam looking a little bit more settled. Tompkin just not seeing the cut of Lavis there. He had the movement around the edge if he wanted it. Now Smith in space behind. Lavis not in. Sinclair will hop it in. U-Beam on schedule. They were due, and that'll be their third. Equinox will call a timeout. And U-Beam will get a break. They looked much more settled in this zone offense. You see, just able to take what they could get and find an option. Previously, their options have been covered, would be the way of putting it. Sinclair sharing a joke and hopping it in. Well, we're going to take a quick break here, a quick ad break, and we'll be back with more action from the Gold Cup, Newcastle 2024.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch,
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe. ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund
our work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the ultimate world and beyond.
U-Beam quick back on the line, ready to play. Equinox just breaking their huddle now. Just considering the strategy by Equinox this game in sticking with zone defense and coming straight out on zone to start the game. U-Beam certainly with some people that are well acquainted to Ultimate, let's put it like that. I would have thought U-Beam better able to handle zone offense in conditions such as these. Has not turned out to be the case. U-Beam have really, really struggled. And to Equinox's credit, they've taken advantage and quickly as well. Turns. Equinox very willing to run it. And that's a pretty good pull there by Bolton. So Equinox will have to work from pretty much a static situation as the zone all the way down and set. Here's Walker. Now Lai. Varun Engineer. Now around the end. Equinox are away. They maintain some momentum and now they're on the line. The outside in floater to Walker. Casual wears it as a hat. That's 12-3. Some real smooth offense there. Some faces that are looking for some answers. So Walker, the one who found the space in the end, right around the outside. Just took a moment for Liu to let things develop. Very, very floaty, blady forehand kind of throw. Perfect shot selection, I think, for the situation. No real defense present for U-Beam. Cheng. He's going to go with the forehand pull. Wow. That's a length of the field forehand. Lavis. Here's Williams. Lavis does find Michael Smith. And there's Frendo popping up. I've liked what I've seen from Frendo. Oh, and there's Copus. Throwing it to the tall timber. Mark Copus in the end zone. Lavis just deciding to throw it. So 12-4. Copus immediately did have a step. Walker closed quickly. Remarkable how Chris Lavis is able to run at full speed with his both hands out in front of him, ready to catch the disc. Able to change direction as well whilst doing it. Score update from the far field. Sunder and I-Beam currently level, 8 apiece over there. The home team having some success over there. More success than they're having here anyway. Pair of snowmen on the board. U-Beam, a rare defensive point for them. Olsen goes with, oh wow. That's an even bigger forehand pull. That one's not going to be in bounds though. Cheng's was in bound, not that one. U-Beam coming with the zone. No disguise whatsoever. A lie immediately to Cheng. And Cheng is going to drop a hammer in over the top. Kerr's closing. Over the top goes Chen for the score. 13. Equinox. When you're full of confidence, things just kind of work out for you. Dante Stanek was there. Cheng just sees it. It did hang though, so gives Dante Stanek time to come in. Somehow it gets over the top of him. That's a very tall human to get the disc over. Great grab by Ray Chen up high. Yang, his backhand, a little bit outside in, so didn't quite make it to the end zone line. Copus back to handle. Sinclair. Frendo just goes straight back to Sinclair, and Sinclair finding Lavis. Williams has found some space. He's inside the red zone for U-Beam. Around the edge, Frendo on the inside line, has to make up his space, and then the quick one into Copus. Better from U-Beam these last couple of points. Seeing a little bit more of what they're capable of. Some of these young players for U-Beam, I've liked what I've seen out of them. Frendo, Humphreys, Copus. Bright future for the Newcastle Ultimate Club. Some of these players only just outside, or potentially even still in their first year of play. These young men from university. Frendo on screen there. So, having picked up the game probably around March or April last year and already playing at a level. Lie. Engineer comes around the edge. And then Chen. Walker. Walker goes to, and then the inside out, McCarthy. McCarthy does enough. So Humphrey has nothing down the field. Bolton also has nothing down the field. You've been very static. Been a tough game running on defense for them. Kerr around the edge. Stanek. Now here's Bolton and Olsen. A lot of people behind the disc at the moment for U-Beam. Hess can't get to it. And Ray Chen to Walker again, 14 now. Olsen just expecting Hess to move to Hess's left, and Hess was a little bit static. So caught flat-footed. Walker again in a lot of space out on this near side. U-beam, another 0 point for them. Sinclair gestures under. Lavis. So squirrely, in close to the disc. Hard to stop. Frendo trying to get up the line. Says Barnes. Barnes, high stall, he's going to have to do something. And the high release backhand gets the job done. Barnes again. This time he goes through his hands as he was sliding in to catch. Brun Angenor, he's just going to try and test Sinclair and goes around the outside. So that there is the game. 15-5, the final score. Equinox run it all the way to points cap. Well played by Equinox's team from Sydney. Mostly Sydney anyway. They played well today. They did a really, really good job of creating opportunities and taking their opportunities quickly. U-beam. Lots of young players still getting used to Ultimate at a high level. Looks like they had a bit of an introduction. So, on behalf of ULTI.TV,